Hi guys, welcome back to Loro Emi TV. Who would have believed Rema at a point was so broke that he had to steal his friend's laptop for survival? Well, he even sang about it in his last song where he said, "Because I want to feed my family, I may feed my own guy laptop." And Rema has never for once hid his thoughts or views when it comes to trusting people. Several times he has admitted in his tweets and interviews that he hardly trusts people, especially those who flock around him. Have you ever wondered why it seems to be this way? Have you ever wondered why they trust issues? Before you hear his story, please do not judge him. Before Rema would take over the world, selling out shows in all of the continents of the world, breaking the Guinness World Record with his hit single Calm Down, having his songs being played repeatedly at the FIFA World Cup, appearing twice in Barack Obama's summer playlist, picking at the 8th spot on Billboard Top 100, and above all putting Nigeria on the map. This talented singer has been through a whole lot at a very young age, losing his father at the age of 8 and his only elder brother at the age of 17, being left to cater for his mother and family at that age. Rema has been through a lot. Stay tuned as to bring to you the interesting but touching story of Divine Ikubo, popularly known as Rema. We shall be telling you all about his struggles and travails, why he doesn't trust people, and not forgetting his rise to stardom and success story over the years. But before we begin, if you're new to our channel, you're highly welcome to Loro Emi TV, and please do what to hit on that subscribe button, and do not forget to turn on the notification bell so you can always stay notified and updated whenever we post a new video. We upload very interesting contents every day. Without further ado, let's begin. Rema is a Nigerian rapper, singer, songwriter, and an amazing performer. He was born Divine Ikubo on the first day of May 2000 in the ancient city of Benin, the capital of Edo State in the south-south region of Nigeria. He was born to the family of Justice and Mrs. Ikubo. His father is from Edo State while his mother is from the Igbo tribe of Nigeria. Rema is a third child of the family. He had 2 sisters and a brother who would later bow to the cold hands of death. At the age of 8, young Rema lost his father in a very mysterious way. Rema is the son of a one-time prominent Benin politician and elder statesman, Justice Ikubo. Justice Ikubo, before his death, was a high-ranking member of the People's Democratic Party in Edo State and a former general manager of the state-owned Etio Publishing Company. It was gathered that Rema's father was reportedly found dead in a room at Bean's Hotel in Benin City in 2008. His lifeless body was found alongside empty cans of energy drink in his hotel room, and up until this moment, it isn't clear what really happened to him. There have been different speculations surrounding his death, but the family think he was likely murdered by a political enemy. In 2020, angry Rema called out the People's Democratic Party on his Twitter account, questioning the circumstances surrounding his father's death. He said the PDP owes him and his family an explanation of what truly happened to his father in that hotel room. Rema wrote, "PDP, you all need to explain what happened to my father in that hotel room. Justice Ikubo's son has risen." Well, the PDP is yet to reply Rema, and it is 2023 already. And 8 years after losing his father, he also lost his elder brother. It was like a death spell was casted on the family as Rema's brother gave up the ghost. Tears, pains, and grief took over the heart of everyone. Mrs. Ikubo, his mother, was so depressed and couldn't muster the strength to respond to the numerous words of sympathy people were offering. And according to Rema, his brother died due to the bad healthcare system in the country. Narrating the sad incident that led to his brother's death, Rema said the surgery was performed on his brother with candlelight. There was no electricity. The Ginger crooner noted that the doctor who performed the surgery cut his brother wrongly, making him bleed to death. He wrote, "I lost my brother to Nigerians' bad healthcare system. They did the surgery on him with a candlelight. They cut him wrongly and he bled to death. The money to provide good healthcare system is in an old man's foreign account, and they keep borrowing using our pain as their format. May his soul continue to rest in peace. Amen." Rema attended the Igile group of schools in Benin City, Edo State, where he completed his primary and secondary education. After his secondary education, he was more focused on hustle and career. But in January 2022, he announced on his Twitter account that he has gained admission into the prestigious University of Lagos to pursue a university degree. And this was to fulfill his mom's wish of seeing him graduate from the university. But the singer did not proceed with the admission process. He later dropped out of Unilag. We hope he goes back to school anytime soon. The loss of his dad and his brother brought an untold pressure on him to cater for his mother and the family. He had to summon courage to brace the odds by taking up different odd jobs for survival. His mother, who was at Benin, was hustling hard, trekking long distances just to survive. Rema had to take a bold step to see her through. He dropped all he was doing in Nigeria and traveled to Cotonou, the capital of Benin Republic, in 2016 in search of greener pastures. After spending few months in Cotonou, he took a night bus from Cotonou to Ghana, where he did several jobs, including working at the beach. And it was during his struggling days that Rema would steal his friend's laptop. He was staying with his friend and colleague called Eric. Here is a pic of Rema with Eric before he would disappear with Eric's laptop. According to Rema, he stole his friend's laptop back then because he had no choice. He disclosed that he stole his friend's laptop because his mother was expecting a baby by then and he was the only man of the house, so he needed to help his mother. Rema disclosed that he stole the laptop of his friend Eric because he wanted to prove to those who mocked his mother for getting pregnant wrong. In 2020, he apologized to his friend Eric in a tweet where he wrote, "Eric, sorry I stole your laptop in 2017. I know you were trying to help me. My mom had a child on the way. I was the only man in my family. They made fun of her because she got pregnant. I wanted to prove them wrong, bro. I had to do it." Well, Rema has finally apologized to Eric and Eric has forgiven Rema. The singer also shared this experience in his song Holiday, where he said, well, the singer was accused of glorifying crime after he boasted about stealing Eric's laptop during his struggling days in his hit song Holiday. But in a recent interview with School FM Lagos, Rema said it wasn't his intention to glorify stealing, adding that it was very unfortunate some people saw it so. Rema spent his time wisely in Ghana by doing several jobs and saving up quite a lot of money. He also tried studying the Ghanaian music style while in Ghana, and after a year he returned back to Nigeria in 2017, and by that time he was already 17 years old. When Rema came back to Nigeria, he used the money he saved over time to buy his mother an XUV just to show his support and appreciation, with at least some money left in his pocket to sustain himself as a 17 years old with no major responsibility. So Rema bought his mother an XUV car at the age of 17 when he got back from Ghana. Well, from an early age, it was noticed that Rema had a genuine talent for music. He was good at creating melodies and writing songs, so he diverted his comic writing talent to songwriting. Rema started rapping and became a solid member of 3 different music groups in his church, singing gospel songs and what have you. He was the leader of the Rap Nation group. He had a passion for gospel music and dreamed that someday he would be performing on the biggest stage of his church headquarters in Lagos, Nigeria. Rema was a member of the Christ Embassy Church in Benin. This was when he adopted the name Rema. His pastor saw the talent in him and advised him to start writing songs. He took heed to the advice and did so well, writing songs for himself and his group. The pastor also gave a prophecy that he would someday become a great star and the whole world will listen to his music. Rema held firmly to the prophecy, and this has been a significant source of motivation throughout his career. Rema and his drummer friend Osage created a musical duo where they focus on live band performances in church events and ceremonies. His mom supported his dream but couldn't afford to sponsor his music career or even afford to further his education to the tertiary level. Rema would later meet another young singer called Prince Will Emmanuel, aka Alpha P, in a church event. Alpha P, just like Rema, had pure talent in music but wasn't doing much with it. Rema became an inspiration to him and they both became music partners, creating a duo known as the RNA group. Alpha P did the hooks while Rema did the rap. They began putting more effort in their music career by writing, recording and rehearsing daily, taking his mom's advice of making his studies a priority. Rema did the best at school. Rema did his best at school during the day and rushed down to the studio to rehearse and record with Alpha P after school hours. He spent time listening to various genres of music and that helped his versatility in producing dynamic sounds. The duo quickly participated in a talent show competition, the Dream Alive talent show in 2015, and they emerged the winner of the contest, beating many other artists. They won some cash and a deal that would have them release their first ever music video, which was titled Mercy, a song that was written to show gratitude to God for taking them this far. Rema kept working hard to make money that could see him through his studio sessions. He kept dropping his freestyle video on Instagram, and Don Jazzy's younger brother, the Prince, would then bump into one of Rema's random freestyles on Instagram and would then hit up the talented singer. The Prince invited Rema over to his house in Lagos in 2018. Rema started recording songs in August 2018 with the Prince and soon got introduced to Don Jazzy and the entire Mavin's team later that same year. Months later, he recorded songs like Iron Man and most of the songs on his 2019 EP, which was titled Rema Band. Rema signed to Mavin's record in early 2019. He was ready for unveiling, and on the 22nd day of March 2019, he was officially signed into Mavin's record with enough songs to be released. His debut song Dumebi topped major song charts in the country. He followed with awesome music videos, and Rema soon became a phenomenal artist everyone talked about in and around the country.